Hi everyone, this is Francesca with Let Me Change Your Life. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about my nose. So, if you look at my nose right now, from the front, it looks normal, but if I turn to the side, you can see there's a bump because I broke my nose when I was a kid. So, I broke my nose the first time when I was 3 years old. My family told me this story because I don't remember it, but they said that when I was three, I was running in the street and I fell face to the ground and I broke my nose. They took me to a doctor and the doctor said that I didn't need surgery because my nose would fix itself. And I guess it did because when I was 5 years old, I remember it being normal, like looking normal. And then one day I went to play soccer with my cousin, and me and my sister were goalkeepers. And my cousin was kicking the ball, and he kicked the ball, and it accidentally hit my face so hard. It hit my nose, and it started bleeding. And I guess after that, I broke my nose again, but I didn't tell anyone because my cousin had an older brother who was very abusive, and it would hit him all the time for no reason. So I just didn't want to be a snitch for something that it didn't do on purpose, so he wouldn't get beat up. But anyways, nobody knew that I broke my nose again. So I guess everyone assumed that my nose was broken because of what happened when I was 3 years old. But anyways, after that, I started getting a bump, and also my nose was kind of L-shaped from the front. Even though now, if you look at it from the front, it looks straight. But back then, my nose from the front would look like you were looking at it from the side, or like from a three-quarters type of angle. So it looked like this, like L shape, but when I was looking straight. So that made me really insecure and really self-conscious, and I also thought that my nose was so big, and I was thinking about it all the time, literally every second of the day. I was thinking about my nose, and that was one of my main thoughts in life, was that my nose was ugly. It was giving me so much anxiety in school. I would hate sitting in the front or like sitting next to someone because I would think all the time, oh my god, they're looking at my nose. I hope they don't look at my nose. Because of all these thoughts that I had, and all the fact that I was so insecure about it, I had no confidence whatsoever. People would bully me all the time. I was bullied literally every day in middle school. A lot of the bullying was about my looks and my nose specifically. A girl in middle school even came to me. She was like, "You're so beautiful, but too bad that your nose is so ugly." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Anyways, everyone would talk shit about my nose all the time. Then one day when I was 16, I literally just woke up and I thought to myself, why do I care? Like, I was so confused. I couldn't find a logical reason why I would care about it, like why I would stress myself so much about a nose, which is just a nose, like it's just a body part. And I couldn't find an answer to that. And that was the thing, like literally the fact that I couldn't find an answer to my why question made me change my identity completely, made me change my mentality about how I thought about my nose completely. And that's like, it took me 1 second like that, and I manifested a completely different reality just by realizing that I didn't have any logical reason to care about it. After that day, I started seeing in my 3D reality that people started talking about my nose less and less. And then months passed, and I actually got like two girls came to me and they told me, "I really love your nose. It's so unique." And I was so surprised because I had never heard that before. I only heard insults about it. I was super surprised about it, but I was happy, and I realized that me not caring about it, the feedback I got from people surrounding me was affected by my thoughts about myself. People stopped talking shit about my nose for good, but then a few years later, I even started having more and more girls come to me and tell me, like, it was almost every week, I would have someone tell me that my nose was so nice. and so unique and so pretty and so different. Craziest thing of all, guys started coming to me and being like, "Your nose is so attractive. I'm really turned on by your nose." They will be like, "This is the type of nose that I really like in girls. You are my type, and your nose is exactly what I want in a girl." That was so crazy to me because I went from hating myself because of my nose and getting insulted on it and being told that I'm ugly because of it, to getting the complete opposite and being told that that was the thing that made me attractive to men. So that was really funny to me, and I haven't gotten an insult on my nose since I was 16, like at all. I get compliments a lot, but no insults at all. Another thing that I manifested, because I told you my nose looked like an L shape and now it looks straight from the front. That was one thing that I didn't like at all. That even though I was able to be confident in myself and not care about what people thought, I still didn't like the L shape. I loved myself, but I didn't like myself. That was one thing that I wanted to change. Not the bump, because I always loved the bump. I think the L shape was the one thing that was like the worst to me. 2 years ago, I actually accidentally manifested the L shape to go away and for my nose to look straight without surgery. I didn't do anything to my nose, I didn't touch it at all. I just was experimenting with manifestation, and I told myself I literally just said to myself, I would love for my nose, I would love to wake up for my nose to be straight, to look straight from the front. And the only thing I did was visualize myself with a straight nose. So I just saw an image of myself with a straight nose. That's all I did. And then I let go of that thought, and I stayed calm and I moved on with my life. I kept myself busy and I did everything that I usually do. And I forgot about the thought completely. And then every once in a while it would come back to me and I would say the same thing. Wouldn't it be good if my nose was like the way I want it to be? Or like I would love for my nose to be the way I wanted it to be. And one day, after a few months of saying that, maybe after like 2 months, I woke up and I looked in the mirror and I realized that my nose had changed. So I realized that I had shifted into a different reality where my nose looks straight from the front. So that was another manifestation technique that I tried and it really worked. I think I might put a picture here, or my thumbnail could be like a before and after, or what it looked like when I was like 15 or 14. How it looked L shaped and like super big, and now it looks smaller and straight. 'Cause that's what I wanted. Like the bump, I like the bump. I know the bump looks weird and like it's wavy. It's not even, I've always liked noses, like Middle Eastern noses, but they don't look like mine because Middle Eastern noses are more like homogeneous and it's like a big curve, and mine is like a wave. So it looks pretty weird, but I like it. I really like it. I get very bored by symmetry. I like when I have something that's different from other people. But the L shape really bothered me so much that I didn't want it to be part of my life. But the best way to remove something that you don't want is to not give it power and not let it frustrate you or not let it take control of your life. Being so certain that you can get rid of it without being impatient about it and just accepting the way that your nose is, for example, at this time or whatever circumstance you have that you want to get rid of, accepting that it is the way it is and just be okay with it because you have so much faith that you know it's gonna change, and you're basically just telling the circumstance, I am not scared of you. You can be there and I will not be bothered by you, and I will be able to get rid of you, and I'm okay because I'm already rid of you. You don't scare me. I don't fear you. I'm okay the way that I am. You have to literally tell yourself that. You have to literally tell yourself that you're not scared of whatever circumstance you have, that you are okay with it, even though it sounds counterproductive. But that is the thing that is gonna make it go away, and it's gonna allow you to shift into the reality where the circumstance doesn't exist in the first place. And you can still have a memory of it. As you know from the manifestation community, from the law of assumption and from Neville's teachings, memories are not real. The only thing that is real is the present moment. The present moment is eternal, and that's all that matters. So that's all I had to say for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you for your support. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with whomever you think is gonna gain some knowledge from this. Thank you so much. Love you. Mwah.